The 72nd Primetime Emmy Awards, television's biggest night honoring the best shows, actors, directors, and more, will be taking place on Sunday, September 20th. The annual event will air live on ABC, but will be done differently than past events, and Jimmy Kimmel will be hosting. HBO's Watchmen scored 26 nominations, the most out of any other show this year, and Netflix set a new record for the most nominations for a single network or streaming platform with 160 nominations. It's time for my Emmys, picks, and predictions video. I am so excited. I have been wanting to do this video for such a long time now, ever since the nominations were announced. But now let's get to it because I have a lot of thoughts on who I think should be taking home an Emmy. Anyways, before we continue on, I'm Denise Salcedo. What's up? Let's do this. So we aren't going to be going through each and every single category because there are so many, but we are going to talk about the main ones, specifically the ones that I feel I have a lot to say and a lot of opinions on. Plus, not only am I going to be doing picks and predictions, I'm also going to be sharing who I think got snubbed this award season. So let's kick it off with Outstanding Comedy Series. The nominations are Curb Your Enthusiasm, Dead to Me, The Good Place, Insecure, The Kominsky Method, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Schitt's Creek, What We Do in the Shadows. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think that the show that should take home the Emmy is definitely The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That is 100% my pick. I just think that this show is so good, and I recently binge watched all seasons, so I almost feel like that's the show that's most fresh in my mind. But even afterwards, I was so sad when the show ended. I want to just go ahead and jump into the next season and get started with more episodes because I am absolutely obsessed with this show. And here's the thing is that I became a fan of the show very late. They've already taken home so many awards, and I just never really knew that I was missing out. And so if you haven't given the show a chance, by the way, you're missing out just like I was. But another show that I thought that might take home the award is Dead to Me. Dead to Me has seriously I have not heard one person who said that they did not like Dead to Me. So if The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel does not win, I do see Dead to Me taking home this award. Next up, we have Outstanding Drama Series. So I gotta be honest, I haven't seen all of these shows. So I've seen a little bit of The Crown. I kind of thought it was a little bit boring, unfortunately. Sorry, apologies. And then I saw Ozark, which I also thought was boring. And I know a lot of people freak out when I say that. Stranger Things, I only watched season 1. So with that being said, the show that has kept my interest each and every single season is The Handmaid's Tale. So because of that, that is my pick for this category. I think The Handmaid's Tale is the show that really got me into, you know what? This is the show that got me into award seasons, into Emmys in particular, because after I watched this show, I was like, oh my God, Elizabeth Moss needs to win everything and Handmaid's Tale needs to win everything. And so ever since this show got started, I got more into all of these, big television movie award shows. But here we go. We have the first snub. So the snub that I think occurred with Outstanding Drama Series is, drum roll please, HBO's Euphoria starring Zendaya. Guys, what the hell? What in the blue moon happened here? I think that Euphoria, when I think dramatic show, dramatic AF, I think Euphoria. Euphoria was so dark, was so dramatic. It was too much for me. Honestly, it was too much for me. I couldn't stop thinking of the show afterwards. I was watching with my hands covering my mouth because of everything that went down. Zendaya absolutely, she killed it in this role, in this casting. I never knew that she could act this way. And so I have to say that they definitely got snubbed here. We have Best Limited Series, and it was Little Fires Everywhere, Miss America, Unbelievable, Unorthodox, and Watchmen. So as I mentioned earlier, Watchmen has the most nominations, so you know they're going to take home a lot of awards. But in terms of the show that I think should win Best Limited Series, it has to be Little Fires Everywhere. I thought Little Fires Everywhere was so beautifully written. All the actors, from the adults to the kids, they were all so good. A lot of these young actors, I had no idea who they were prior to this show. And I just thought to myself, man, where did they find all of these young kids with so much talent? I was blown away. I also think that Little Fires Everywhere came at such a great time because they talk a lot about social injustice. You know, they talk a lot about racism and politics and just different, they really deep dived into this, and I thought that it was perfect timing, and it was done so wonderfully where you really don't even know like how to, like, they talk about so many different social topics that I think your mind is just like, oh my god, like I agree with this, I don't agree with that. And you, as the viewer, you're sort of really putting yourself in the position that the characters were in. And so I thought that they did such a great job. Carrie Washington was amazing alongside Reese Witherspoon, which, don't even get me started, I'm going to go on a Reese Witherspoon rant later on, so wait for it. But yes, this show is my pick to win, Little Fires Everywhere. But there was another show, another Hulu show that I think got completely and utterly screwed. They were snubbed. I'm so angry. Normal people. Normal people. Holy dang. Guys, Normal People was so good. All right. When I watched this show, I felt like I lived 10 lives after this. I binge watched the whole season in one day. I started early, I finished it in the nighttime, and I felt like I had gone through everything that these two characters went in on. I was absolutely blown away. I will tell you that usually when I'm done watching a season of a show, I'm like, oh my god, I love it, blah blah blah. But the question is, will I watch it all over again? Start to finish, will I watch the show all over again? Usually my answer is no. I won't rewatch the season. There is only one show in recent times that I've watched that was like a drama that I can say that I would rewatch all over again, and that is Normal People, because it was so good, so dramatic, so, I mean, you just have to watch it. If you're like into like romance and tragic romance, Normal People is the show. So because of that, I think this show got completely and utterly snubbed, and I demand justice for Normal People. Oh, gosh. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm sorry for being so dramatic. Let's move on. Maybe I should win an Emmy. No, I suck. All right, let's move on. The next category, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. And if you thought I was complaining earlier, things are going to get even crazier now. So we have Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show, Olivia Colman, The Crown, Jodie Comer, Killing Eve, Laura Linney, Ozark, Sandra Oh, Killing Eve, and Zendaya, Euphoria. All right, so my picks for this one are Jennifer Aniston and Zendaya. So this is actually, fun fact, Jennifer Aniston's first nomination in a drama series lead actress at the Emmy. So that's really cool for her. I thought she was so great in The Morning Show. If you haven't seen The Morning Show, watch it because you are seriously missing out. It is so amazing, and the storytelling is great, and each and every episode just keeps you going on to the next one. And then I have Zendaya on here as my pick as well, along with Jennifer Aniston, because her work in Euphoria, I said this earlier, I had no idea that she could act this way, no idea that she had this skill set as a leading lady. And so because of that, I think that either one of them should win. I would be happy with either or. I do think, however, that having Zendaya win would be more impactful, and I do think it would mean a lot more if Jennifer Aniston won. But that's not taking anything away from Jennifer Aniston, because I love her so much, and I love Morning Show. I really do. But now I'm going to go on the biggest rant on the entire universe, because the person that got snubbed, not in one, not in two, but in 3 shows that she did, is Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon should have been nominated, guys. She is the reason. Okay, I watch all of her shows. I mean, everything or anything that has Reese Witherspoon on it, I am going to watch it, because the work that that she has been doing has been absolutely out of this world. She is such a brilliant actress. And I'm just gonna be honest, I really didn't care about Reese Witherspoon prior to this. Like, I liked her in Legally Blonde and Just Like Heaven, but that was kind of about it. That was my extent of Reese Witherspoon. But her work in television, most recently with Big Little Lies, The Morning Show, and Little Fires Everywhere, is what has me absolutely enthralled with her. And all her characters are so different. I mean, Big Little Lies and her character in Little Fires Everywhere is sort of similar, but her role in The Morning Show is just so different. And I mean, she can do it all. And I truly think that she got snubbed here. And if anybody deserves all the awards, it's Reese Witherspoon, because God, she is so good. And I'm angry that I don't think she got the love or the respect that she deserved this Emmy season. And if I want to see her get some love next Emmys, because honestly, she is the reason why I am so passionately obsessed with these TV shows and these categories and all of this stuff. And one more thing, if the only reason why I even watch these shows, like The Morning Show, okay, I wanted to watch it because I'm obviously into, the broadcasting world, and I love Jennifer Aniston. But she is the reason why I watch Little Fires Everywhere. And I watch Little Fires Everywhere only because of the work I saw her do in Big Little Lies. Like, Big Little Lies has such a star-studded cast, so I was gonna watch it either way. But Little Fires Everywhere, I would have not watched had Reese Witherspoon not been in it, because I wasn't as familiar with Carrie Washington's work before that, which, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with her now. But Reese Witherspoon was the real reason why I tuned in to watch. So she is radiant. She is a draw. If you put Reese Witherspoon on your show, I will watch it. But moving on, because I don't want to get heated over this, but literally, Reese Witherspoon is doing the best work in television. She's the hardest working woman in television right now, hands down. Moving on. The next category we have is Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or a Movie. Paul Masko from Normal People, I think, should win. I think he's probably going into this the most underrated pick. And because of that, I think that he should win. However, I do probably think that Jeremy might take this one, but I just think that Paul deserves it because, oh my God, this show was so good. And there's a scene where he just breaks down crying, and oh God, I can't put over Normal People enough. I feel like rewatching the show. I might rewatch the show, guys. Moving on to the next one is Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series or a Movie. A lot of wonderful actresses here, but guys, I said this just 10 seconds ago. Carrie Washington is brilliant. She is so good. I could not, while watching her in Little Fires Everywhere, I could not figure her out. Her character was so complicated. I mean, there was moments where I was like, is she the good guy? Is she the bad guy? And the fact that I wasn't entirely sure during certain meet scenes and certain moments, it's what I think really, I think that's the talent that Carrie Washington has. And I honestly, after watching her on Little Fires Everywhere, I will watch any show that Carrie Washington is on because I loved her in this. And so I think she should win. But now let's talk about another snub. And I think you can guess because I've been very passionate about this show. And the snub for this category, I think, is definitely Daisy Edgar Jones from Normal People. Daisy did such a great job on Normal People. And I mean, there were certain moments during this show because it gets very, very dark. And there were certain moments where I, as the viewer, was like, please no, please don't do this. Please, no. Because I was so in love with her character. And I think she really, really did well in portraying a girl that is unloved, brokenhearted, and ends up going through all of these mental health issues. And I mean, she did such a great job in this. And, I honestly think that she got snubbed on this one big time, like big time. Now it's time for the Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. So as you can see, my picks here is Rachel Brosnahan from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I just got to say that I love Rachel. She is so so amazing on this show. I mean, after watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I seriously feel my life changed. I'm so much more into fashion than I ever thought before. I'm in a girlier mood because of her character. And then also, I even fancied myself to become a stand-up comedian someday, even though, you know, I'm not funny. But like, it was just the fact that this show influenced me so much. That's what I want to say about it. And so because of that, I just think that there's nobody else that compares to what she's doing. But before I say that, I do need to give credit where credit is due. And I need to give some serious love to Christina Applegate and Linda Cardinelli. And the reason for that is they were so amazing and dead to me, especially, I'm going to have to give this one to Christina Applegate, especially Christina Applegate. I mean, when she gets mad, girl gets mad. She brings acting to a whole new level. So if Rachel does not win, she's my pick just because she's my favorite. I definitely see Christina Aguilera. Oh my God. I definitely see Christina Applegate taking this one, and it would be very well deserved because she did amazing. And I also thought Linda was fantastic. Obviously, they both bounced off of each other, and you know, I don't think one would have happened without the other one, but I just really feel that Christina Applegate was the one for me that just soared a little higher. But now let's move on to the next category. And it is Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. So for this one, my pick is Alex Bornstein from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I just think she's hilarious. The other person that I thought was also pretty good, and is kind of an underdog in this category probably, is Betty Gilpin from Glow. I thought she was good too, but I do see her as a little bit of an underdog here. I think Alex is definitely the strong contender here. And the last category that I will be talking about today is the Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. So we have a lot of really good ones. My favorite, though, is, okay, so we have Laura Dern, Meryl Streep, Fiona Shaw, Julia Gardner, Sarah Snook, Helena Bonham Carter, Samara Wiley, and Thandie Newton. By the way, sorry if I mess up anyone's names, guys. So my pick is Laura Dern. Laura Dern all the way. Laura Dern's acting makes me so happy. When I see her work on the screen, I am genuinely happy because she is such a good and genuine and authentic actress, and I love her work in Big Little Lies. Love her in Big Little Lies. So I think she should get this one. I know Meryl Streep is also on here, and Meryl Streep is great. She's fantastic, blah, blah, blah. But Laura Dern completely outshined her in Big Little Lies. And also Laura Dern is more of a main character on Big Little Lies. Meryl Streep just came in the recent season. So we've also seen a whole lot more of Laura Dern. So yeah, definitely Laura Dern on that one. So there you guys go. Those are some of my picks, predictions, and snubs for the 72nd Primetime Emmy Awards. Let me know what you guys think. What are some of the shows that you think are going to take home tons of Emmys? Some of the actors or shows that you're personally rooting for, or even some of the shows and actors you think got snubbed. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Plus, do not forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more picks and predictions videos. I try to do these for all award shows. They're really fun. My predictions are usually completely off, but you know what? I get a kick out of it. I hope you enjoy it. And what else? Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter or on Instagram at _Denise Salcedo if you guys want to chat TV with me or even recommend some shows. I also do a lot of TV recaps on this channel. The most recent one that you can check out is Away from Netflix. Great show. Love Hilary Swank. Check it out. And yeah, that's about it, guys. All right. See you all later. Bye, everyone.